Hey my friends, this is Daniel Aldie, and today I want to talk with you about 7 reasons why people ignore you. Look, let's face it, no one likes to be ignored. But if you feel like people have been ignoring you for far too long, let me give you 7 reasons why they might be doing it. So please listen up. The first reason why people might be ignoring you is because you're cocky. You come off as if you're better than every single person that you meet. And whenever people see that, they might be intimidated by you. You might consider yourself a confident person, but once someone concludes that you're cocky, they're going to do their best to avoid you. So I want you to ask yourself, am I a confident person or am I a conceited person? Because if you are perceived as conceited, then no one will want to deal with you. But if you're a confident person, then everyone will want to do business with you. You see, you have to know the difference. When you're confident, you know who you are. You feel good about yourself. You feel good about other people. But when you're conceited, you feel like you're better than everyone else. You put everyone else below you because you feel more superior than everyone else you meet. The spirit of cockiness can come out in so many different ways. But one of the greatest indicators is to check how you feel about other people. If you feel like you're better than others or you want to take revenge and prove people wrong, then that means that you're most likely a cocky person. Get rid of the spirit of cockiness by becoming a more confident and humble person. The second reason why people ignore you is because you think you know it all. Have you ever been around people where they think they know everything about everything? Well, if you've been around those people, they always have an opinion. They always have something to say. And even though they're not an expert on the subject that they're talking about, they're still going to act like an authority. If you feel like you're someone who knows it all, most likely you're going to try to dominate every single conversation that you have with other people. Or you do the exact opposite. Every time you're around people, instead of speaking your mind, you hold it in because you think that everyone around you is stupid. Everyone around you is dumb. Everyone around you is uninformed. If you feel like you are better and smarter than everyone else, then you will never have a chance to influence people in the way that you know you should. If you find yourself to be a know-it-all, I want you to think about all the things you don't know. Think about all the words in your language that you never even heard about. Think about getting the most complex math equation laid out right in front of you and being able to solve that problem within just a few minutes. Think about the most complex problems that we face in society. And once you realize that you don't have all the answers to all the problems, that should humble you greatly. So all I'm saying is this: with everything considered, you might think you know a lot about some subjects, but when it comes to all subjects, you know nothing at all. Here's the truth. The moment you think you know everything is the moment you cut yourself off from learning anything. Make sure to understand that the smartest people in the world realize that there's so much more that they need to learn about everything that they experience in their life. The third reason why people ignore you is because you are too judgmental. You're too critical. You're too negative. You gossip, you're toxic, you're evil when you speak. And whenever you talk, every single person knows that they need to be prepared for your venomous attacks. No one wants to spend time with a hypocrite. No one wants to spend time with a backstabber. No one wants to hear gossip every single day. No one wants to be around you because you have nothing good to say. The moment people realize that you're talking negatively about others, is the moment they'll realize that you're talking about them. Look, my friends, don't talk negatively about other people when they're not in the room. Yes, you will have to talk about people, but you should only have positive things to say. If you have to talk about an important person in a negative way, make sure to do it in a spirit of love instead of the spirit of hate. If you could talk about the pros and cons in a favorable way, then people will know that they can trust you with whatever they say. So all I'm saying is this: don't be critical. Don't be condescending. Don't condemn everyone and everything around you. Otherwise, people will feel that negative vibe and they will move on to a more positive tribe. The fourth reason why people ignore you is because you talk too much. Have you ever been around people where they cannot stop themselves from talking? It's not that they're a negative person, It's just that they talk so much that you can't even get a word in. If you're this type of person, then people will do their best to avoid you. Rambling about nothing is a very unattractive quality. And if people find you talking for no reason, most likely they're gonna run as far as they can away from you. I'll give you a clear example. When I go to my favorite grocery store, there's one guy that I completely avoid talking to. Why? Because every time I see him, all he talks about is nothing. He speaks recklessly, and he doesn't know how to stop his flow of conversation. My friends, don't ever be someone who speaks aimlessly. Make sure to control your conversation and avoid the habit of rambling. If you understand how important this is, I guarantee you that more people will be attracted to you. The fifth reason why most people ignore you is because you put yourself first. If you're someone who's always putting yourself first before everyone else, people will realize your spirit of selfishness. They will know that you're all about yourself. They'll always realize that you're the person that tries to take far more than you give. You see, my friends, the key to success is to give far more than you take. If you give more to people than people can give to you, then that's how you truly become wealthy. But if you try to take more than you give, that's what leads to poverty. If you understand this clear difference, you will be able to serve humanity on a higher level. Let me tell you something that I never want you to forget. Everyone is tuned into the radio station WIIFM. What's in it for me? 95% of people care more about themselves than they care about everyone else. But if you could be the 5% that cares about others as much as you care about yourself, then you will be a true leader in our society. You will become wealthier because you understand the laws of sowing and reaping. You give more than you take instead of take more than you give. And that's the difference between successful people and failures. Failures try to take as much as they can. They ask, what's in it for me? But successful people ask, what can I do for them? How can I give back to society? How can I add more value to more people in less time? Here's the truth. If you continue to plant seeds, then you'll get nothing but trees. But if you only think about your needs, then you'll get nothing but weeds. Decide what you want to plant. Do you want trees or do you want weeds? If you want trees, then you need to get rid of the weeds and start planting seeds so that you can meet other people's needs. The sixth reason why people avoid you is probably because of your hygiene. If you walk around with a deep body odor or you're morbidly obese, no one is going to tell you that in front of your face because they don't want to offend you. But if you understand the responsibility of personal hygiene, then you will do whatever it takes to make those personal changes. There's always something you can do with your hygiene. Maybe you need to clean up your glasses. Maybe you need to shave your armpits. Maybe you need to whiten your teeth. Whatever it is, figure out exactly what you need to do to improve your personal hygiene. The seventh reason why people ignore you is because they're jealous. Now, this is the only one on the list that you cannot change unless you always boast, you always brag, and you talk about how great you always are. They know that you've already surpassed them, and their insecurities will not allow them to be around you because they know that you're gonna teach them. They know that you're gonna inspire them. They know that you're gonna hold them to a higher level. They know that you want them to succeed as well. So if you find people in your life that are jealous of your success, what you need to do is tone it down when you're around them. I'm not saying don't be yourself when you see them. All I'm saying is to not make it obvious that you know that they're jealous of you. If you're a naturally confident person and you know that you've succeeded in many areas of your life, the last thing that you want to do is to offend someone and make them more jealous than they are. Why? Because the wrath of a jealous person could be extremely toxic to your neighborhood, to your environment, to your community. So there you go, my friends. I just shared with you 7 reasons why people might be ignoring you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to type yes in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification button so that you can keep on getting more videos just like this one. Again, this is Daniel Aldie. Follow me on all the social medias and make sure to start reading my books if you haven't already. take care of yourself, and only do big things in your life. I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.